views of like white superiority and black and like inferiority, that we don't want to have curly, kinky hair as a colored person because it's like, oh, you got more black in you, but you want to have more white in you because white's more better.
Exactly.
Like same thing with like skin tone. Like you want to be more of a lighter complexion because oh my gosh, look, you're not black. Like
Hair, from afros to weaves to braids to bald. It is a defining staple in society, particularly within the Black community. Activists, artists, and politicians have used hair as an artistic identity or mode of political expression. While hair is arguably important with all groups of people, people of color tend to debate this topic more than the majority. In America, the rhetoric regarding natural hair is often left in heated debates and stalemate outcomes from TV program discussions. I left the United States February 2015 and studied abroad in South Africa for 6 months at Rhodes University. While many things were similar socially in terms of race relations, I noticed the natural hair movement hadn't picked up in retail stores in comparison to America. I was used to seeing aisles filled with Shea Moisture and Talia Washid's hair products, things that would enhance my curls and make my curls shine more or boost them, like shea butters and creams. However, when I would walk in the aisles to Pick and Pay or Clicks, I noticed that there weren't as many natural hair products, and if there were products, they were usually for dreadlocks or braids rather than curl enhancers or things to enhance naturally kinky or curly hair. As I started my natural hair journey, I questioned, what exactly is natural hair? And what was the purpose of one's hair? I searched through Google and of course through spiritual mediums in order to answer this question. The King James Version of the Bible quotes 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 15, "But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given her for a covering." But what about girls with short hair? Because I certainly didn't have long hair to cover me. So did I not have a gift from God? As I would look in the mirror, I would often wonder, what exactly did hair have to do with my identity? Was my beauty related to my hair? And what exactly did society think of me when I did different styles to my hair? As I tried to go through the natural process, I realized that it was deeper than my hair. It was deeper than me. In fact, it was quite deep into my soul. I decided to film a documentary in order to question some students at Rhodes University regarding their perception of hair, identity, beauty, and society. I was hoping that not only would I find out a little bit about their youth culture and what they define the natural hair movement as, I would also answer a few questions that I had been stuck upon with myself.
Is something that's God-given. It's something that you're born with. You can't necessarily choose whether you're born with hair or not.
I don't know, my hair kind of like represents my journey through life, because when I was younger, I really wanted like straight, long hair, because I thought that hair was...
There's some hairstyles that I don't do because I don't think they'd go with my personality. And there are some that I'll think, yeah, maybe. And then there are some that I know I would definitely do. Like, I'm a person who puts on weaves, braids. I used to paint my hair, right?
I used to have this really poofy afro, and then I decided to relax my hair, and everyone was just like, whoa, what happened, like transformation, new person. And I realized that me doing that was part of my coming out, because I am gay, so when I came out I did that as well, and that sort of started to fit into my identity as myself as a gay man here at Rhodes.
Identity, because when I changed from a natural hair to braids, or from braids to a weave, like I feel like I'm putting on like different personalities, like I'm a different person with every like hairstyle.
Even like the way my hair is styled on a certain day, whatever, it determines my mood or like how I carry myself. So I feel real feisty, and I'll be like nicer, and I don't know, I engage better with people when I feel that I look good as well. But if it's all tied back and you can't really see it, then I'm less nice.
It does make a difference in how you look and how you feel. Hair does have a huge part. Does sort of play a role in beauty, which is kind of why, like, if you look at who's considered the standard of beauty, people with like long straight hair, that's kind of considered beautiful. And I think that for me, accepting my hair came with like accepting, well, it came with me accepting my blackness, and also it came with me accepting like my features as beautiful. And
that your hair should be your crowning glory. Because of the versatility, it can go with literally anything. I mean, you can wear it up, you can wear it down, you can wear it curly, you can do so much with your hair, and that just adds to your beauty as a person.
I think so. Like, someone can board her and they'll still look good. Someone can have a weave and they'll still look good. Someone can have their own hair. I don't think it's all about the hair, it's society. Society is the problem, it's not the hair. You can have all different types of hair and still look good. I think it has to do with you as a person.
Coming out, I was like, okay, cool. I don't need to necessarily worry about whatever anyone else thinks. I'm supposed to do me, and that builds me up. And doing that with my hair is something that I'd done once before and really liked. So, I don't know, it was just the case of me doing.
So when I was younger, for the most part, beauty was, like I said, what my family decided, what my community decided, which was straight or whatever. But recently I've started to find validation or whatever in myself. And so when I feel I'm most beautiful when I just allow myself to be however I want to. So, you know, if I don't have the time, if I'm too lazy to straighten or whatever, I'll just wear it as however I see fit, and then I'll feel as beautiful as I want to. So I think it is, but it's got to do more with how you perceive beauty. I don't think there's an ideal perception or whatever of beauty, it's how you think beauty should. I used to be in a boarding school, and I always used to straighten my hair, like before boarding school and stuff as well. And one day I was just really lazy, so I didn't do it. So my whole hairstyles or whatever changed solely based out of laziness. So I didn't straighten my hair, and that day I received so many compliments, like, oh my gosh, you should wear your hair more like this, it looks so nice, so nice, so nice. Tried the same thing at home, leaving it just as, and there it was completely different. People were like, why didn't you brush your hair today, or whatever. And then I also like celebrities like Erykah Badu and Solange, and then you see them with their froze, and you see people telling them that they're beautiful and stuff, and then you start to realize that beauty has to be defined by yourself, and then
the system's messed up, actually. Like, from the way I think and the way we do our hair, and how schools tell us that afros and natural hair are untidy, even though it's the hair that grows from your head.
The school tells you that.
Yeah, schools in South Africa will tell girls to braid their hair or to braid it a certain way, so it's neater.
Make me more beautiful, and like straighter hair will get me like further in life, or this is what's socially acceptable. But isn't it like that though?
But that's the problem.
That's the problem.
You'll never find a person, if you're going for a job interview, like, they ain't gonna be rocking their afro, like, for some reason, like, the corporate role will be like, oh, that person's unprofessional, because they should be able to afford a weave and like doll themselves up and look classy.
But you can look classy with the afro and natural hair.
Is that India? What happened to her hair?
Is growing up, people believe that if your hair is permed, it's better. So people aren't really willing to accept themselves as they are. So if they see their hair in its natural state, it kind of frightens them because they don't know what to expect. So I feel like it's more an issue of fear.
You wake up in the morning, natural hair is adamant, like, it is such adamant. If you wash it, it has a tendency to want to go more kinky, and then you're like, oh no, I have to put all these products in it and straighten it and get it back to looking this more lighter and easier and flowier, pretty much what you would feel when you straighten your hair. That easier movement, which you just don't get. Your natural hair is adamant.
I don't know, I feel like
I hear what you're saying. It is admin. It definitely is. But I think it's for some reason I have this idea that a lot of black girls know more about treating and conditioning weaves and braids more than their own natural hair.
Yeah,
because yes, we can only say it's admin because we don't know
Actually, know how to look after it.
Yeah.
And it's our own hair. That's your.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't actually know how to look after my hair. Like, I don't actually know what to do.
Because I found that with natural hair, I could rock it kinky and curly. I can go straight if I want to. There's just so much that I can do with it, and it's just taught me to accept my hair so much more than when I had it permed.
Why have you remained natural for so long?
Because I'm broke. Nothing else. At the time, it wasn't a case of being broke. It's because I liked it. It was. Sadly to say, it was different.
Like I got it from the Black Panthers, I think. Yeah, that's when I decided to like cut my hair and like wear it naturally. Because before I used to always have something on.
These days, like you hardly find people rocking their natural hair, and with most of the people that I've spoken to, if they don't have their weaves, then they feel that they don't look pretty. So I think that it's something that we need to let go of. We need to start embracing who we are and embracing what we have from birth.
Society has this thing of saying this is beautiful, this is not. And
So what's beautiful?
Everything is beautiful. It just depends on the person. Like society tells us that a woman with nice hair, like their own hair, let's say a white person with blonde hair, that's nice, that's beautiful. And maybe someone, a black girl with their afro, it's sometimes frowned upon. I don't know why. I think it's beautiful. If you can take off your own hair and you like it and you're comfortable with your own hair, what's the problem? I don't think that's hurting anyone, is it? And if you're putting on a weave and you still look good, that's nobody's business if you ask me. You can afford it and it's your hair, you bought it. So I don't think society should dictate how you treat your hair or what
African modernist artists use European discourse to appropriate, or they appropriate European discourse in their works, whether it's the use of watercolors or the themes that they have or the kind of techniques that they use. For me, changing my hair up is kind of like that, because we shouldn't have the stigma that only this kind of people or this group of people should be able to do this.
Before you go to your interview, you're going to put on that blonde weave.
Dude, if society says that's how you're gonna get money in your pocket, sometimes I know it sucks, but you have to.
Okay, let's say then you get the job, great stuff, and then that's when you're gonna let the weave let loose, and then you're gonna rock your natural hair.
I don't know. I don't feel like in the corporate world they don't.
If you have dreadlocks now, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But like, to be honest, what are dreadlocks? Dreadlocks, like if you go look at the, I think I'm gonna go the Rastafarian route. Like,
it's quite funny whenever I walk down the street, people literally shout Sister Rast and Rasta Girl at me. I've had people ask me if I smoke weed. I've had people ask me if I sell weed. So you know, there are a lot of people who think that I'm like Rasta, or who think I'm on. Two stereotypes. There's that where, you know, people are like, oh, you have dreads, so you must be like down with the movement. And then so there are people who think that I'm like down with the movement, and then there are other people who think I'm like arts and on drugs. So and you know, one with nature. So it's like, to me, I'm like a hippie. So it's quite interesting to see the two stereotypes. But I mean, the one is more annoying than the other, especially when you go abroad. Because then the security, like I went to Dubai at the end of last year, and like security guards just kind of look at me because they probably thought I was like on drugs or something.
The color community is very important. Example, my son, his father doesn't have a straight root, and unfortunately Luca came up more with the curly look, so he doesn't have the straight look.
Yeah.
But I think it's so cute. You know, but like, thank goodness he's a boy, so we constantly keeping it short. But if it was a girl, probably be a problem in the family. I was always told, if you meet somebody and you can have children, look at your generations and you know. So
Like Cusco colors are looked down upon in colored.
yeah, you kind of get labeled.
Those are those, because
So
I've
it's
seen
like-
colored, I'm like, they're black, that's not colored. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
It's
okay.
like then the straight hair colors look down on them like, no, you're not really black. I mean, you're not really colored. You have more black than colored in you. So
because in my family, like some of my cousins, like they've got like this like tease type of texture hair, and then it's like, how,
yeah.
you know? That's a very big thing in the community. I had to get it out of my brothers because obviously when Luca was born, it was like, you didn't get your mom's hair, you know, you got your dad's hair. And we had to get that out of him, you know, we were like, it needs to come to an end because he can't grow up with an inferior complex of like, oh my God, I didn't get my mom's hair, what now? People can accept me, what's going on? But it is a very bad like stigma behind colors when it comes to hair. I don't know if they think they royalty when they get straight hair. I don't know what they think of themselves.
It's been indoctrinated in them. Like we don't even know, because like you walk into Checkers or Pick and Pay and you look for a doll for your niece and you won't
They're
find
all
a black
white.
doll with
Yep.
an afro. Even though most of the people in South Africa are black. You'll find white dolls and maybe like a tan white doll with dark hair.
Super cliche, but do you?
I like that. Thank you. My hair are the roots to my soul. I nourish these roots with truth dug deep from within. The sun's rays beam on me, causing my curls to stretch and touch the lives of others surrounding my energy. Uprooted by society, I inspire me. My hair is a political statement aimed at politically correcting the ignorant cultural assailants, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just hair, but it's my hair and my love and my journey and my story. And my name is Africa O's, and I'm naturally in love with me.